Okay, so we're now Saturday afternoon, 5:30. The dough has been out the fridge in these pots now for about 8 hours, and I'll just open this up, and as you can see there, it's lovely and risen and light, and the smell's fantastic, and you can see that the bits I was talking about have gone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some semolina flour. This one is the one I use. Ooh, try and get that round. And I'm going to use this to stretch out the pizza on here. So I'll sprinkle some over the top of the dough ball. And I'm going to use the same flour over my surface here. Okay, now these were, I'll just get this out, tipping it upside down, it pretty much falls out. So there we go. Now again, I'm no way an expert here, so this is just my take on how I do it and how I stretch out the dough. So I'm just going to put some more flour over here. Again, this is the semolina flour, it's not the flour we used to make the pizza with. Okay, and I'm going to go halfway, I'm going to put my hands together like this, and I've got a halfway imaginary line, and I'm going to press down and outwards to get the air going out to the crust. I'm going to stop near the edge like that. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over, and then the other half where I didn't push, I'm now going to do it exactly the same. Push it out to the edge to get the air out to the crust, and then stop when I'm near the edge. Now what I do is I rotate, flip it over, rotate it 90 degrees and do exactly the same thing again. Pushing it out, and then I'll flip it over again and do the other half, pushing it out. Now I'm just sort of trying to keep it or make it round now as I do it. Okay, but I've actually got some lovely air now in that crust. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pull and stretch. So I'm just going to lightly get my fingers under there and hold it here, pull it, flip it 90 degrees, pull it, flip it 90 degrees. Okay, and last thing I'm going to do is just give it a quick little spin in the air, and I've roughly got my pizza. So that's 12 inches. Now what I'm going to do is put on pizza sauce I made. Just give it a quick stir up. So this is my pizza sauce. And it's just tomatoes, salt, bit of pepper and oregano. So a splodge of that. Use just a tablespoon here, just over. Put it around in a circle and get it out to the edges. Trying to cover, try not to get any on the far edges where the air is in the dough, because we want that to puff up nicely. Okay. Okay, I told you I'm not an expert. Right, next thing on there is some parmesan. I'm just going to grate some parmesan over this. And this is just going to be cheese and tomato, this one. Okay, so I've got a good bit of parmesan on there. And then I'm just going to get some mozzarella. I'll do this again when I get it onto the pizza peel, but just to get a bit on there now. So I've got some grated mozzarella. I'm just going to go over it with that. And again, I'm trying not to get it on the crust. Because I want that to rise up without anything on it. Okay, so that's mozzarella on. Then I've got my pizza peel, which I'm just going to lightly dust with flour, just to stop it, and again, semolina flour, just to stop it, anything that wants to stick when I launch, sticking. Put that there, and now I'm just going to pull the pizza onto the pizza peel, and then just one last reposition of it to try and keep a nice shape. Just get my fingers underneath it. And then the last thing to do now is just, because it's stretched a tiny little bit more, I'm just going to fill in some gaps on the mozzarella. Okay, the pizza oven's been heating up for about, just going to give it a shake, make sure it moves, for about 25 minutes. So I'm just going to go out here. Okay, and what I'm going to do is now just give it one last shake and then launch it into the pizza oven. Got it down low and I'm going to give it about 20 seconds.